More than 12,000 Oprah Winfrey fans invaded Sydney today as the television queen taped two of her chat shows at Circular Quay. The screaming throng included 300 audience members from the United States who've been travelling around the country for the past week. Not even a stunt that left actor Hugh Jackman with an eye injury could dampen the mood in front of the Opera House. Taxpayers helped bring the show here, but tourism officials believe Oprah's marketing magic is worth every cent. Daniel Parry reports.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Oprah.
This was the moment Oprah Winfrey's legion of fans in Australia had been waiting for. The star-studded show on Sydney Harbour was the culmination of a week-long Australian adventure for the talk show queen and her 500-strong entourage of American guests and staff.
To the rest of the world watching right now, you've got to come to Australia!
That endorsement amounts to marketing gold.
It is immeasurable what 4 hours of a love festival about your country, broadcast in 145 countries around the world, can do.
QANTAS spends well over $100 million a year on marketing, and I've absolutely no doubt in my mind that this is the best marketing expenditure that we could make.
It's cost taxpayers about $5 million to bring one of the world's richest and most influential women down under. But the tourism industry says it's worth every cent, with her program drawing more than 70 million viewers in 145 countries.
The big thing with us is that her audience is predominantly 25 to 54-year-old women who earn higher than average incomes. For the travel and tourism industry in Australia, that's gold, because they're the people that make decisions for themselves and for their families to come on holidays.
I can't think of anybody more powerful than Oprah Winfrey, to tell you the truth. Not the Queen of England, not the President of the United States. She is all powerful when it comes to the media.
The local tourism industry has been bending over backwards to get a slice of the action, pulling out all stops to showcase the best Australia has to offer.
I have flown over the crystal blue waters of the Great Barrier Reef. I watched the sunset at Uluru, one of the most sacred places on earth. Even climbed to the top of the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
I have named myself an unofficial ambassador for Australia, and I have the biggest mouth on earth, so a big mouth and a big platform.
The talk show queen admits that she, like many Americans, has rarely ventured beyond US shores, but she hopes she can broaden people's horizons.
People who'd never even thought about Australia, didn't know where it was, are going to go Google Earth it and find out where it is. And other people, the seed will be planted in their hearts. We've got to get to Australia.
Perth woman Sally Ann Innes was one of more than 350,000 Australians who signed up for the online lottery to get tickets to today's shows. She's inspired by Oprah's universal rags to riches story.
She's had kind of, every disadvantage in life, or in her younger life, and she's got to where she's got under her own steam, I think, and I think that's quite an admirable quality.
She grew up poor, became the richest woman in the world. I think it resonates all over the world because it isn't just limited to the United States. It's a universal story. It's like Cinderella, really.
American author Kitty Kelley spent 4 years writing her controversial unauthorised biography of the chat show queen. She says Oprah Winfrey has crafted a careful narrative about her life over the 25 years she's been hosting her show and isn't always quite as she seems.
She, in person, is not as open and as expansive as she is on television. She's much more reserved, she's much more of a loner, and she's much quieter and not quite as friendly in person as she is on television.
But there's no doubting Oprah's commercial clout. A mention on her show can turn a book into an instant bestseller, which is why reclusive writers like Cormac McCarthy have granted her rare interviews.
There's no doubt about it. Her success is not just connecting with people, it's commercial success, and she understands the value of her power, and she does that exceptionally well, better than anyone ever.
The tourism industry is hoping Oprah's presence will do for Australia what her book club has done for publishing in America. What will be the test of success and whether that investment has been worth it?
Look, ultimately, is do more people show up from around the world and spend great money in this great country. So I think we'll see the benefit of this program in the long term.
What has been immediate is the endorsement of Oprah Winfrey's fans.
Hey Oprah, I love you.
For Sally Ann Innes, the trek to Sydney to see the Queen of Talk is everything she dreamed.
The atmosphere around here is amazing, and people are just wanting to come out and show how incredible and how, I think, thankful they are that Oprah's come to Australia. But
Sydney's just gone mad for Oprah. We all have.
I got to kiss her, and it was just so gorgeous.
It was amazing. I'm sold onto the Church of Oprah now.
I hope the whole world comes down under.
It has exceeded every expectation I would have had for being embraced, being supported, and feeling the love of a country. I've really never encountered anything like this.
There's no question I'll be back.
Danielle Parry reporting.